Hello everyone and welcome to this short video tutorial. In the last video, in part 1, we were talking about how the picture plane influences the object and how to draw it when the picture plane is sat in front of the object, not touching it at any particular point. In this video, what we're going to do is we are going to talk about how the object is influenced by the picture plane when it is going through the object like so. So here you can see that the picture plane is essentially cutting through our object. And what we're going to do is we're going to determine the shape of the object in perspective, and we're going to use these points here where the picture plane cuts through the object to our advantage to identify the object in perspective. So here we have our animated PowerPoint, and we can see that our picture plane is cutting through our object here as being depicted in our SolidWorks model. We can see that in the isometric projection that it is cutting through 2 points or 2 surfaces in our object here. It's cutting through the green surface and it's cutting through the purple surface that is on the opposite side. We can also see that in the plan view here as well. We determined in the first video and in the second video that if there is a point on the picture plane, we can see that as a true height. So for instance, because the picture plane is cutting through the green surface, we can use this height as our true height. The first thing we're going to do first is identify our vanishing points. We're going to get our vanishing parallels, which are parallel to the closest surfaces to the spectator up to the picture plane, and bring them straight down to the horizon line to identify our vanishing points. The next thing we're going to do is get the front edge here and bring it straight down. Because we know that the picture plane is cutting through our object, we have got 2 true height lines. We're going to use this line here. I'm going to highlight this in red just to show where it cuts the object and then bring it straight down. What we're going to do now is, because we have our true height line, we can measure from the ground line up the distance or the height of our object. In this case, it's 50 millimeters. So we're going to join it to our vanishing point. So we're going to measure up 50 millimeters, draw it straight across, and then connect the vanishing point to the bottom of that true height line. And you can see where these 2 lines meet the front line gives us our front edge here, which is essentially this surface here. Now it's just a case of identifying the surface here, the green surface. The way we do that is connect this point to the spectator where it crosses the picture plane, bring it straight down, and here you can see we have identified the green surface. It's just a case now of heavying in all of the relevant lines and shading it in green. Now it's just the exact same thing again, but on the opposite side. We've got our 2 points, bring them up to the vanishing point, get our surface in perspective, joining the point to the spectator, bringing it down from the picture plane, and there is our surface, heavy in the relevant lines, and then shade it in. Now we just need to identify the top surface here, but we have our 2 points, so we just connect them to the vanishing points, then we heavy in the relevant lines, and then we shade in the relevant surface then as well. So if we were to represent this cut surface here in this perspective model, it would essentially look like this, because the picture plane is cutting through the object at these 2 points here as being depicted here. Thank you very much for watching this video tutorial, and I will see you in the next one. Take care everybody, and goodbye for now.